Hi everyone, I am Steph Hendel. I am from Wow. Can I start this again?
Well, first, let's talk about what we're.
Thank you, Lauren, for bringing me back home. So we are talking today about moderation, and we are leading you through the menu at a restaurant that most people have really close to their house, and you've probably been to. You might go to often. Cheesecake Factory. So we're going to show you how to order healthy and how to eat in a way that makes you feel really good, and we're going to bring up some great topics, and we would love to hear any questions you have about this. It's going to be a good one, so make sure you stay tuned to the very end. We have something really special planned for the end as well.
Yes, and I'm Lauren. I am Lauren Clayton. I am a health coach, MS in psychology, certified yoga teacher. I'm like chilling. I've just been having my wine, you know. I'm into day drinking, so yeah. And
I am Steph Hendel. I'm a certified health coach and personal trainer, and I also am a mindset and emotional breakthrough expert. I am coming to you with Lauren. We joined forces to create PHATTGirlFitness.
Yes.
It stands for Psychology, Health, Attitude, Training, and Transformation. And we're all about the mindset behind a healthy body and a healthy life.
Holler. Yes. So, moderation. A lot of times...
Should this be in it too?
Look at
that.
There we go.
Yes. Wine and
bread and butter. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Mm-hmm. And don't be afraid of it. So a lot of times people, when they're trying to change their lifestyle a little bit or get in better shape or lose some weight, they automatically think restriction. And when you have a restriction mentality on anything, guess what?
What?
It makes you want it really bad because you're giving whatever you're restricting so much power.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I can't have
band.
Yeah.
Effect.
Yeah, it's like, psh, and then it all comes crashing down. It leads to a binge. It leads to you backsliding. It leads to you feeling really bad about yourself and feeling defeated. Mm-hmm. So moderation is not restriction. That's one thing we really want to get across. They are completely opposite of each other. Mm-hmm. So moderation is being able to enjoy the things that you still like and doing it, just not like overdoing it, not having like a binge or anything like that. And also that mindset or psychology shift of not giving it so much power, not being like, oh my God, this is the enemy, or I only have this on a special day and I'm going to eat like 18 pounds of it. Mm-hmm. So just incorporating it throughout your day if you want to. And when you give whatever it is, like let's say your thing is pizza, if you just like have a little bit instead of overindulge, then you give it less power, and then all of a sudden it's like, I don't even want that right now, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because some people I hear say, like, oh, I love pizza, it's the death of me, or I love pizza and it's the reason I can't be healthy or stay in great shape. The truth is that you're just giving pizza too much power. Like, it's okay if you love pizza, then you just have pizza sometimes, but have it with a different mindset. You know, not a mentality of restriction and holding back, and then the second you have it, you're eating like 5 slices of it or something, or maybe a whole pizza to yourself. There's a really big difference from eating a slice and enjoying it to an entire pizza pie. It's a totally different mindset, and it's a moderation mindset, which is the most natural, human, good, positive, healthy mindset you can have. The restrictive mindset is the exact opposite. The restrictive mindset is the most unhealthy thing because it's really, really highly tied to just that rubber band effect where you snap back and then it's just all over from there, and you just go to bed and you're like, did I just eat a whole kind of ice cream?
Hate yourself tomorrow. It's like, it's just energy feeds off of energy. So you're always trying to create good momentum and keep a good perspective.
What did you call it?
Momentum? Yeah, in the book that I talk about a lot, The Compound Effect, Darren Hardy calls it Big Mo, because it's just whatever direction you go in, it will tend to continue to go that way. So, and speaking of energy, food is energy. Everything is energy, right? Like going on the principle that everything is energy, food is definitely energy. So you want to conceptualize and think about your food in good ways because it will do good things in your body. This is exactly why I have so many people tell me, like, I just ate whatever I wanted to on vacation. I didn't gain any weight, or I lost weight, or, I only gained a pound. But if I was here doing that, that wouldn't happen. It's because you're not stressed out and, you know, freaking out about your food. One, that raises your cortisol levels. Two, you literally, whatever emotion you are giving your food, I know it sounds like kind of maybe weird or esoteric, but it is true. Whatever energy you're sending your food, it goes back into you. And,
oh, look,
speaking
Josh
of that,
Tarnowski's here.
Hi, Josh. So the book E Squared talks about, there's a whole chapter about that. She calls it the Jenny Craig principle, and it's about like losing weight, but just changing your mindset to lose weight. Just you keep eating whatever you want. You could have your Oreos or whatever it is, but here's what she says.
At Steph, I want to have your baby.
All right, Josh.
Thank you, Josh.
Enough with the comments. Can you just text her that, please?
I like the book.
Anyway.
Thanks, Josh.
Okay, anyway.
Liking that.
Okay, so back to what I was talking about, E Squared. The energy provided by your food is affected by what you think about it and what you say about it, all of that. You know, just like if you're mad at someone, I mean, they feel that energy. It's the same exact thing with your food. It really is. So those items on your dinner plate are not static lumps of nutrition, rather morsels of dynamic energy that eavesdrop on every single one of your intentions. So this is why it's important to pray over food, just infuse it with love. Like, look at your food and be like, thank you, I'm so glad that I'm able to enjoy this food, and then it's gonna do whatever you want it to. It's gonna metabolize perfectly, it's gonna optimize my health. And really, really, really think about, no matter what you're eating, like if you're, you know, having like a healthy meal, or if you're just splurging, even on bread and butter, which, you know, we don't always recommend having bread and butter, but when you do enjoy it, send it a lot of love.
Yeah.
And also, you know, I get a lot of questions about bread and butter. I'm sure you do, Steph. So at restaurants, I mean, be judicious about it. Like, don't always have it. It's not something that we always recommend because of the gluten, and it raises your insulin levels. But when I have bread, I fuck up some bread. And I put a ton of butter on it because butter is delicious. I try to get the highest and best, like grass-fed if it's available. And I just smother it with as much butter because it's good. And also,
if it's delicious, it's good for you if you eat it with that mentality.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes. And
that's important to know.
And the butter, like saturated fat, which is also good for you, lowers the insulin levels or lowers the carbohydrate, which lowers the insulin levels in the body. So have it with a lot of butter, and don't have too much. You know, order an appetizer if you're hangry. Order an appetizer that you like, that maybe has more protein in it. That's what we usually recommend.
Yeah, I mean, don't rely on the bread to feed your hunger. Like, if you're intentionally going there and saying, I really enjoy bread and I'd like to have some at this restaurant, it's really good, I look forward to it, then it's like, yeah, have a little something before you go, or order an appetizer. So this is not your primary meal. This is not like you're just housing all of this. You want to just have enough that you really satisfy that desire to have it. And if bread really doesn't serve you and isn't good for you, then just when your server first comes to the table, just ask them, please don't bring the bread.
Yeah.
Then it's not there, then it's not sitting in front of you, and you're not tempted to eat it. So there's two different options you have there. And when Lauren was talking about the vacation principle right there, I would love to talk about how when you are on vacation, the food is secondary. So normally I feel that most people, food is primary. It's like the main thing that they're focused on is like, food, what am I eating? How am I having it? When you're on vacation, you're having so much fun that food is just this like extra bonus thing that you're like, oh my gosh, I need to eat. Okay, I'll have this. And so no, you're not gaining weight because you're not like hyper focused on the food. You're not like uber focused.
You're focused on it in a good way. Like, this restaurant is known for this, and so you're excited about it, and you're not like, okay, I gotta eat, and then I really want this, but it's a totally different mindset. You're in a place, you're enjoy,
and it is. This is what we practice and believe. The primary thing is the mindset you do things with is everything.
Absolutely.
So, by the way, anyone who's watching, please swipe up at the bottom and hit the share button. Share this on your Facebook page with friends and families so that they can join on too, and they can experience what we're talking about, because this is something that everybody deals with. Everyone goes out to eat at restaurants.
Yeah.
and everybody wants to know, hey, what are healthier options I can get? So that is what we're about to talk about right now.
Exactly.
Share and so, and Josh Tarnazzi, I see you on here. I want to make sure you share this on your page too. Thanks, love you.
So we thought Cheesecake X was a good place to go because everyone's been there, and the menu is so eclectic, and they have a lot of...
You know you've been to Cheesecake X.
Yeah. There's a lot of different options, as you know. So if you have any questions about a menu item in general, or a food dish in general, from here or just in general, let us know.
Yeah. Thanks, Josh. He shared it. Everybody else, please make sure you share this on your page too. We want more people to join our call I'm so used to saying call, to join our live stream and ask questions and get stuff.
Yes, we love providing a ton of value to you guys. Yeah. So we're just gonna...
First things first.
Alcohol.
Drinks.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Mama loves to drink. By mama, I mean me. So, if you are looking to, I mean, it's once in a while, like, have whatever the hell you want. I think it's good to have that and just really enjoy it. But if you are trying
vacation mentality.
Yeah, the vacation mentality. If you are trying to upgrade a little bit, staying away from the sugary drinks is first. Beer is also not, I mean, beer is like, you know, liquid bread, so it's very carbohydrate.
I like that.
It is, it's made with wheat.
I've never heard of that.
You never heard of that?
I've never heard of liquid bread.
It's
That's
liquid
really
bread.
Good. It's so solid.
It's so, yeah, it's liquid bread, and I know a lot of people think it's delicious, but, you know, just cutting that or shifting to something else will really, even if you just shift to wine or whatever.
Another thing about beer, too, is, like, it's hyper-processed.
Yeah.
So if you are going to drink beer, like, get one that's, like, really, like, homemade, handmade, artisan, because then they're actually using real ingredients like bud and I'll stop naming names, but like your main beers are just like straight up like, oh my gosh.
So like get a artisan hipster beer?
Yes.
I don't know anything about beer, but you know.
If you're gonna get one, get that.
I guess they make gluten-free beer, but it's still like, it's very rich in carbohydrates, and so, and it can just make you
beer
eat more.
drinkers even are like into, you know, they're like, they love the gluten in it, I think.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna have it, get that artisan one.
Another thing is, you could just have hard alcohol on the rock, whatever your favorite hard alcohol is. It helps you kind of like slow down and drink a lot slower too. And we're back. So I love tequila, so a lot of times what I'll do is I'll just have like a nice añejo, like straight up or like on the rocks, or you can have your favorite alcohol, vodka, tequila with club soda and lemon or lime or both in there. And it's really refreshing and effervescent, and that's a good one to do if you're trying to cut back on carbs when you're drinking, because that can get you in a lot of trouble, you know.
Yeah.
And lead to some major hangovers.
And if you are not an alcohol drinker like me, I only have its rare occasions. Something you can do instead of having soda or being bored with water is get some sparkling water. At least you got the bubbles and the fizz, and it makes you feel fancy. Get
put it in a
lemon
wine glass.
in there. Put it in a wine glass, like Lauren does, a little champagne flute, and make it fancy.
I put my kombucha in a champagne flute.
Yeah.
But sometimes, yeah, just the act of drinking something. I've noticed that before, like when you're out with friends and it's like, okay, there's another round, and it's like just because you're holding a drink and you're socializing, so oftentimes like having whatever you drink and then the next drink just having club soda and then going back to, you know, so just alternating between the two is really good too. Okay,
so for drinks, on to food.
I'm having wine today. I love my wine, and so just embracing that. So, and then we're moving on to small plates and snacks.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's a lot of fried shit on here. I would definitely,
Lauren's gonna put it lightly.
I would definitely, fried shit. I would definitely fuck up some loaded baked potato tots. That sounds amazing. Doesn't sound good for you at all, obviously.
Oh yeah, thank you.
We ordered a protein style burger.
Thank you. You're welcome.
And we're really excited. Oh my god, I'm about to fuck up these fries. It's so bad.
We gotta turn it so I can see it. This is gonna be really hard to not eat while we're...
Oh, I'm eating.
You're going for it?
So this is a protein style. It's wrapped in lettuce, and it's a bacon. I mean, we're talking 2 forms of bacon. I'm like so excited. So, and their fries are really good.
A Fat Girl Fitness philosophy is that us fat girls like to eat. Us psychology, health, attitude, training, and transformation, we like to eat. We like to eat good food, and we do it in a way that
is healing and healthy, and we put out great intentions, and we love our food. So, holler. So with the small plates, I mean, most of the stuff is fried. They have a kale salad. I'm not a fan of putting raisins in a salad. Raisins are just kind of like little sugar bombs. Just dried fruit in general, I'm not a fan of. There's better ways to. Can I have another glass of wine? Can I have a little bit more aioli?
This looks awesome, by the way.
Is this the garlic aioli?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, sorry, we're back. Okay, and edamame, I'm not.
Okay, ahi carpaccio looks like a great choice over here. So it's just thin slices of raw tuna, wasabi pesto, creamy avocado, and aioli. So for a healthier option, that's a good one. Maybe go light on all the sauces and stuff and just focus on the meat there, but that's something to go for.
What do you think about edamame and stuff?
Yeah, so edamame is soy based, and both Lauren and I are very, we don't love soy because it's highly genetically modified, one of the most highly genetically modified crops in the United States, which means that all kinds of toxins are going into your body. The thing I always think about with GMOs that makes me stop eating them and really not want them is that they're so new that they don't even know the effects that they're
illegal in other
bodies.
Countries. You cannot. Yeah, I mean, it's insane.
We don't know what it's gonna do.
And
so you could be eating it right now, and who knows what'll happen 10 years down the line. I don't want that. I don't want to play that game. I'm just like, let's go GMO free.
Yeah, and also edamame or soy. Edamame is soybeans. In its natural state, is toxic. If you were to eat it like off of a plant, you would get very sick. And it has to be processed just to be edible. Like so, it's a toxin, and even in its natural state. It's not something we really need. And we talk about that in the Dream Body Project. If you go to our website, we have a free training video series, and it's called the Dream Body Project, and we go into foods that we think that you think are healthy but are not. I think I'm choking on my first fry.
I'm gonna eat one of these fries.
Oh my god, they're so good. So that's what we recommend for that. And then we had the Thai lettuce wraps earlier.
We did.
They come with like 3 sauces that are kind of sugary, but like, you know, just use them in moderation. They're really good. But it has chicken and the lettuce, and it was option. It's delicious. It's delicious here.
You want to look for your baseline to be as healthy as possible, and then if you add a couple little extras to it, you're not having as much of that. That's great. That's a big part of ordering out at a restaurant is get a baseline of like maybe a really filling, good meat, high quality meat, and make that the baseline of the meal, and then add some like veggies to it. And then if you want to add a little bread thing or something, you could add that on the side. But primarily most of the stuff when you go to restaurants is going to have the baseline be bread or high gluten or high grains or something like that.
Yes.
So you want to really like reverse that. Everybody's calling me today.
I know.
Right during Fat Girl
I'm
Friday.
going into the appetizers. Guacamole to order. So I like guacamole. If you could ask for
It's actually the wrong one.
I thought so.
It's this one.
Thank you. No, it's really fine. So guacamole, avocado has a lot of fiber. Each avocado has about 10 grams of fiber, so I'm a big fan of avocados and guacamole in general. If you could get it with like a side of veggies instead of the chips, that's definitely a good upgrade. It's delicious, it's filling. We're all about upgrades here. The ahi carpaccio. It's a small, we talked about that one. I'm thinking the tartare. The tartare is also good. It has a lot of avocados, and it's like chunks of the raw fish, the raw tuna. It's also good.
And then when you go into salads, it could be a potentially slippery slope. It sounds like a salad is a healthy option. A lot of times you go to places and the salads are just as bad. Like McDonald's salad has just as much sugar in it as like a burger or something. I can't remember, but it's just like it's not the healthier option all the time. So you want to get something that really has a truly healthy ingredients to it. Really look for things that are natural veggies and not a lot of extra sauces and dressings and raisins,
corn
and things like
that. Eliminate corn, raisins, candied pecans. I mean, like, they're delicious, but it's candy. It's like sugar. So stay away from those. Stay away from croutons when you can.
Oh, superfoods.
And then the superfoods thing. This is so funny. So I'm gonna show you. It says, I don't know if you could read it, but On the second page, it's Superfoods. So it's marketed as like, oh, this section's super healthy. And I think a lot of times when people see that, the mentality is like, oh, I could order whatever I want on here. But
like, I made a really good choice at lunch today.
Yeah, and you
but
did.
If you truly want to make the good choice at lunch, and that'll benefit and nourish your body the most, let's break that down.
Yeah, well, first of all, nothing on the superfoods or in this menu in general is like organic, so that takes away from being a superfood, really. And a lot of the stuff, me and Steph kind of differ on this a little bit. I'm not a fan of quinoa that much. I don't think it's like a superfood. I don't think it's like super nutrient dense. It's not like the most horrible thing, but they just promote it a lot in here. And then what else? Oh, like cranberries. Again, dried fruit. No. The corn and the black beans. It's just like a lot of carbohydrate dense things. Lemon blueberry vinaigrette. That's another sugary, like,
yeah, very sugary. Just be really discerning when you're looking at a menu. Things are marketed to make you think they're healthy, and most of the time they're not. So just be wise on it. And if you don't know how to be wise on that, that's what Lauren and I are here for. That's what we do. That's what we do for our careers. So we're happy to help you with that. Please ask questions anytime you want. Make sure you're a part of the Fat Girl Fitness family private Facebook page. It's spelled with a PH, family with a PH, and on there we privately answer your questions and everything. It's a really good place to be. But yeah, we love you and we want you to be as healthy and nourished as possible. So that's why we do stuff like this.
So moving on to the burger section. On the burgers. Now, I'm sure you're thinking, why are these bitches that are like all about being healthy eating burgers? Well, let me tell you, because, and it's finally starting to like come out in the public, but animal fat, especially good sources of animal fat like grass-fed, is actually heart promoting. It's good for your heart. So this whole thing about it clogging your arteries and all of that, and it's a good kind of calorie. It's not the type of calorie that is gonna immediately raise your insulin levels. In fact, it'll ignite like fat burning states if you're just eating mostly like fat and protein and not having the carbohydrates. So I'm really excited to talk about it. And even Time Magazine, I give this to a lot of my clients. What does that say? Eat butter. And I love this in the inside. Okay. Don't blame fat for diabetes. Diabetes is caused by having a really carbohydrate-rich diet full of like sugar, and that's what also fucks up your arteries. That's what clogs your arteries. It's not fat. We thought that in the past, or some scientists decided to get together and make it about that, but it's not at all. Fat is very good for your arteries. It's good for your health. It's the reason that back when, well, forever, you know, we used to just eat like animals and lettuce sometimes, right? And we were
different civilizations.
Heart attacks didn't exist. Obesity didn't exist until all this like
all the toxins and stuff started coming out. It's just, you know, think about if you were to so if you were to constantly eat things that are toxic to your body has no time to process it and do the normal task that it does to clean and heal and cleanse. So it's only focused on get these toxins out, get these toxins out. So if you're having a toxic breakfast, a toxic lunch, a toxic dinner, toxic drinks, you are drinking toxic water, breathing toxic air. Like if you're just like getting all these toxins in, which just
like toxic drinks,
which just happens naturally sometimes. You want to make sure you're giving your body a break. If you never give it a break and you do that to it every single day for the rest of your life, you're gonna like your body naturally can't do it, so it breaks down and sometimes creates disease and different stuff like that, and that's not what you want. That's not what we want for you. We want you to eat as clean and healthy and nourished as possible so that your body can do all the things that it loves to do, which is heal you naturally.
And let's talk about veggie burgers.
Oh, please.
So I went through this phase.
This could get long.
Where I was psychotic. I think I've gone through a couple of those phases. You know, between being a vegetarian and some of the people that I dated in the past, it's like I had to be under some form of psychosis. But being a vegetarian was definitely one of them.
I love your comments.
And I remember eating veggie. I mean, I look at it, I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? And this is not a burger. Rice, brown rice, farro. Farro is a grain. It's actually a meaty grain that like it tastes good, but it's full of gluten. There's nothing like redeeming nutrition-wise about it, besides the fact that it tastes kind of good. Mushrooms, black beans. So it's just a bunch of carbohydrates smashed all together and kind of like, you know, not like organic or, you know, things that are good for you, all mashed together. Your insulin levels are going to be through the roof when you're done with that. That's why a lot of people, when they become vegetarians or vegans, they're like, I'm so hungry all the time. It's like, yeah, because your insulin levels are so high and you're constantly craving more and more carbohydrates. So if you're trying to be healthy, just have a delicious lettuce wrap burger with bacon or whatever you want on it. Yeah. Do not eat a veggie burger. I'm sorry, but just don't.
And if for some reason, or if your beliefs and your lifestyle, you just really do thrive and enjoy being a vegan or being vegetarian, there are some veggie burgers that are fine. I've seen them before, but we're talking about the majority of them. You know, the majority of them are just tons of ingredients mashed together that aren't necessarily good for your body at all. And then it's marketed as like the healthier option. So anybody who's just maybe being deceived by these, just be aware and look at what's in it. Look what's really in a burger like that. And maybe if you are vegetarian or vegan, maybe you just don't even choose that. You choose something else that's healthier. But like for anybody who's not, you might, Lauren loves me. For anybody who's not vegetarian or vegan, then think about getting a really high quality meat burger instead of your veggie burger. I feel like that was one of the trends of like the last 10 years was like veggie burgers, and everybody was like, it's healthy, let's eat a ton of them. And it's really not.
It's not.
Some are. I'm gonna say that some are. You can find some good ones, but it's very few and far between. Just be wise to it.
So in terms of their specialties, I'm not totally mad at the white chicken chili. I never put beans in my own chili, but I mean, if I'm gonna have beans, I like white beans.
Christina, hi. Hello, beautiful. I'm liking everybody's comments. Thanks for commenting, guys.
Yeah, thank you. Fish tacos. So we were having a taco discussion before. So when I have tacos, I typically either, when I make them myself, I get like a lettuce wrap, I'll get like a romaine or like a butter
I
leaf.
love that.
Yeah, and I just, you know, put sour cream, all the fixings that I want, cheese, guacamole, and I put it in a lettuce cup because I just have a big problem with corn. It's like so genetically modified, most of it, and raising your insulin levels, and it's not good for you.
Or if you're like me, I'm not so big on processed conventional dairy, and instead of having cheese and sour cream, I use hummus on the top. So there's so many ways that you can like do tacos differently and make them healthy and just do them to your liking, the way you love it.
They have like is it yogurt? I can't remember. I think it's sour cream. They have like some kind of grass-fed either yogurt or sour cream at Trader Joe's.
Is it Supernatural?
Oh my god, it's on fleek.
That brand's
so
really good. If I have it, I have that. Or I get raw dairy.
Yeah, raw dairy is the shit.
That's really
it's hard to find.
That's really the top notch.
Yeah,
one that you can do.
Digests really well. What are some other ones that
are rocking through the menu?
Yeah. I'm not a fan of couscous. Like I think a lot of people would see the chicken with lemon couscous and be like, oh. I'm not a fan of couscous. So if you want the chicken, get it with like spinach or just something else, like a vegetable that you like.
Yeah. Or what about orange chicken?
Oh hell no. So the teriyaki chicken, the orange chicken, those sugary. Yeah, I mean I think a lot of times they're marketed as healthy, like you know, but you just want to stay away from the sugary sauces. They do show up in a lot of Asian food, like particularly Chinese food. I see it a lot. So you want to not have those sugary teriyaki sauces.
Yeah, there's much better choices you can make. And maybe just go with the grilled chicken and put a little lemon on it or something like that.
Like the lemon herb chicken.
Flavorful things. Yeah, you could do that.
Chicken marsala.
That one has Marsala sauce is deceiving too.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's just wine sauce, but then they put all kinds of other
Flour.
additives and things like that, flour and sugars and things like that.
And it comes with mushrooms. You want to have mushrooms, the best high quality mushrooms if you can, which does not happen in restaurants typically. So, and you don't want to have mushrooms too often because they are a fungus, and you don't want to create like a fungal overgrowth in your body.
Especially if you eat a lot of acidic foods.
Yeah. So just keep the mushrooms to a minimum. I know that's shocking because a lot of people think that they're healthy, but just have the highest and best types of mushrooms, which are
things like reishi, chaga, lion's mane. There's like, go to your farmer's market. You'll find some super high quality, really good, really nourishing, nutritious mushrooms.
Now we've come to the pasta section. So you probably know what we're gonna say, because we've been talking about grains and not being the best. And even like places that have like a gluten-free pasta option, it's usually corn and soy. You know, so it's like when I think of pasta, it's like vacation mentality. You just enjoy that shit. Sorry, I'm playing with my hair. It's just, Mama's sweaty. I'm sweaty. Woo. So, yeah. So it's just either go big. You know what I mean? Just enjoy the shit out of it. Fuck up your pasta. Enjoy
go big
it.
And have a loving mentality.
Yeah.
Or
don't eat it.
alternatives are not great. There is one brand that I love if you're making it at home. It's called Explore Asia. Their stuff is great. Those are some really great pastas. But other than that, watch out for your gluten-free pastas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay, we're moving over towards this.
Oh wait, I want to say one more thing. So
Okay.
sometimes I order pasta. I'll ask for like whatever the pasta is in a bowl, and then I'll ask for the pasta on the side. Be prepared for a weird look, like, what bitch? What'd you just say? No, you didn't hallucinate. I asked for the pasta on the side. And so you could just have a little bit of it, because it's, you know, if you want to. It's just an option.
We have a good question. Does it matter what kind of lettuce to use for a wrap? I'm glad you asked, because I think a lot of people are thinking this right now. It definitely does. So the deeper, darker green lettuces, the more nutrients and the more nourishment your body will get from it. So something like a very light colored, what's it called? Iceberg is very non-nutritious. There's not a lot of nutrients in that food. So if you're gonna go for something greener, a dark romaine is really nice. And you know what's amazing? Collards wrap like burgers.
You steam them, like
stuff
flash
really
steam them, because they're kind of like really rigid. I like flash steam them a little bit.
That's a good idea.
So they're a little bit more malleable, and you could wrap them.
Josh says he's going to eat a burger now. Love you.
Holler.
Thanks, Josh. We love you
Josh.
too.
Block him. Okay.
Josh and Lauren love each other so much.
All the time.
Okay, we're getting towards the end here. Hope you guys are still
Fish and
enjoying
seafood.
this.
So just a
Very
general
much.
thing about fish. You know, unfortunately, there's a lot of mercury in fish, so you have to be careful.
And GMOs.
Yeah, GMOs, and it's farmed, and kind of a bummer. You know, I love sushi, I love salmon, so you just have to be careful when you go out. It's better to just buy it at Whole Foods or wherever you can get the highest and best fish.
Wild caught.
Yeah.
Wild caught.
Wild caught is
That's
definitely
like
the
the
best.
fish
I'm trying to
equivalent
think.
of grass fed.
I have to put it on our private group, because there's this website that you could get the best like meat. I can't remember the name of it right now, and fish and everything.
Oh yeah.
And they'll like deliver.
They'll ship it to you. Awesome.
I think you can even get raw
we will
milk.
post that for you guys.
We'll post that for you.
Milk on it?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to order that now.
I know,
Bye.
right? So good. So, but anyway, you want the highest and best fish. It's really important because, you know, mercury and just heavy metals will fuck with your brain and your liver. It's not good.
Yeah, those
You
are
know?
not something to mess with.
If I'm gonna fuck with my liver, it's gonna be because
It's gonna be
I'm enjoying
drinking
my
it.
wine. Yes. And then fish and chips, it's fried, not the best.
Let
Steak.
me get a butter.
Steak is something that if you can get it grass fed, wonderful. Especially if you are a meat eater, if you're enjoying meat. It's like, yeah, get a really high quality steak, some veggies, maybe a little bit of potatoes on the side, and you're set. That's a great meal.
Yeah.
It's very filling, very nourishing if it's high quality ingredients, and yeah, beautiful.
And I wanted to go over these two. So herb crusted usually entails like some kind of panko crust that's it has gluten in it, so you know it's not like the best, but I mean I get herb crusted things sometimes. They're fucking delicious, and I'm just like, it's not that bad. So miso salmon, it's delicious, but it does have a lot of sugar in it. So just know that it's not the best. If you're just in that type of mood, then fine, but it's not my favorite. Yes, it is. You could scoot it over.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And then what Steph said about that.
Sandwiches too. Is there anything else you wanted to say about the fish?
No.
Okay. So sandwiches, in that breath, like just order a salad. Order the same thing in the salad form, or get your sandwich wrapped in lettuce wrap.
Yes. And the corn thing, I mean, they're just big sugar bombs of sugar and GMO and starch. So cream corn, like any, like I would stay away from it.
Here's something before we go into desserts. Something that you can do here is order an omelet. They serve omelets all day. Breakfast is served all day. So an omelet's a really cool thing to get. You get.
And how do we eat our eggs?
We eat them whole. We do not do the, what's it called, egg whites. No, thank you. An egg was created whole by nature. Nature intended you to have both together. They complement each other. They're good for each other. They love each other. They love you when you eat it.
And you can give yourself an egg allergy if you just eat the egg whites. And so because a lot of times my clients are like, oh, I got tested for allergies and I'm allergic to eggs. I'm like, no. You've been eating egg whites too long, and that's what you're allergic to, or that's what the test is picking up on. Tests are like weird, they're inaccurate, so
it's hard to know what you're allergic to until you go to like a baseline of health first,
yeah,
and then build from there.
I know,
and add from there.
Save your money, don't even get tested for those things.
Christina says, thanks for the great tips, ladies. Thanks
Welcome.
for watching, Christina.
Thank you. And the other thing about eggs and the egg yolk is that the egg yolk has every mineral the body needs to detox the liver. So it's important to have, and it's so nutrient dense, so it's a brain food. There's so many wonderful qualities. And again, get organic eggs when you can. What's the brand that we like?
Organic pasture, I think.
The pasture.
It says pasture line.
It says
like
pasture
written in chalk.
Yeah,
Whole Foods carries it.
Yeah, it's cute. And I mean, they're like really into their chickens. There's a newsletter inside that says like chicken of the month, and like it's so cute.
I was like, did you ever see that Portlandia episode where they talk about where the chicken lived and its parents?
Oh my god, that was an amazing episode. Yes,
that's what I feel like when I open the carton, and I love it.
Yes.
Do you want to go to desserts?
I'm trying to think. Chinese chicken salad again. Sugary.
Hi, Paige. Yay. So many fun people today.
Yay.
Awesome.
I actually really like tostada salads. I get it without the corn and like a little bit of beans. I'm just trying to think. If you have any questions about menu items, type them in. If you're
here. And if
or
you have
anything
any
about
come up
ordering
later,
out. I'm a big fan of Cobb salad because we're into fat here. And so Cobb salad's great. It doesn't have, it has chicken, avocado, blue cheese, bacon, egg. No croutons, nothing like that. It usually has a creamy dressing. So we like that. Yeah, I think that's it.
As far as desserts, I highly suggest that you make a little outing to go to somewhere that does like nice gluten-free healthy stuff, even if it's just Whole Foods, or go home and make yourself a nice little like healthy dessert treat.
Or Power Plant.
Or go to Power Plant in LA. But don't have to skimp on dessert or say no to it, but why not have something that's truly nourishing for your body? Because there are sweeteners that actually have nutrition in them. Raw honey, raw local honey, 100% pure maple syrup, coconut sugar. These actually have nutrients and can nourish you if they're done the right way.
Right.
But most dessert is just like extra stuff, which is fine. Again, it's vacation mentality. If you do it, go for it. Eat it with love. Enjoy it. Or if you're gonna eat it with guilt at this place, or you're gonna guilt yourself later, then just go home or go to Whole Foods or go to a cute little dessert place and get yourself a healthy treat.
Agreed. All right, I think that's it.
That is all. We are so glad that y'all joined us. It has been really fun, and I hope you learned a lot. Actually, I know you learned a lot, because man, we dropped some knowledge bombs today.
Oh, you want to go over the Skinnylicious menu?
Well, I kind of weaved it in as we were going along.
I mean, we're a fan of most of their stuff. You know, just go by the principles of like keeping the sugar kind of low and stuff like that.
Yeah. So, main thing that, the fun thing we talked about in the beginning that we would say at the end is that we have a program that you can sign up for right now if you want to. It's starting September 19th. It's called Blast 5 to 15 pounds. So if you have a little extra weight that you want to get off, we are going to do that together as a group. It's really fun. Lauren and I created it because we both wanted to lose that extra little bit of weight, and we said, let's join both of our concepts and things and see if we can like do this in the most fun, awesome way possible. We both reached our goals. We're both feeling amazing, and we wanted to share it with you guys. So we put the entire thing we did into a program that you can sign up for and do with us and with a friend and family member.
And even if you have more than 5 to 15 to lose and you're just trying to kickstart it, this is an amazing way to kickstart it because it is a mindset, psychology-based
we talk
nutrition
about
program.
The mind in this.
This affects all of this. You could have 3 pieces of lettuce a day, but if this is fucked up, for lack of a, you know what I mean? But like, it's gonna affect everything else. You're not gonna get there, or it's gonna be a painful ass struggle. So
we don't want it to be a struggle.
No,
we want it to be fun for you,
everything is yes. Life is about having fun.
It is.
Being enjoy.
Yes. That should be our little like theme underneath all our Fat Girl Fitness. Like, enjoy.
Yes.
And you say it like a robot. Enjoy.
Enjoy. All right. Well, thank you so much. If you're watching this later and you have questions, please leave them in the comments, and then we'll get to them as soon as possible. If you have questions about anything, join our private group, the Facebook or the Fat Girl Family.
I always get tongue-tied over that.
I know.
It's a
Fat
great
Girl
name, but it's hard
Fitness
to say.
Family with a PH. Family is spelled with PH.
Yes. And sign up for Blast 5 to 15 pounds on fatgirlfitness.com, spelled PHATTGirlFitness.com. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Eat for energy. Eat to enjoy yourself. Bye.